On November 1st, something happened that rarely occurs in the world of sports. After a UFC featherweight fight, major sportsbooks like Caesars and William Hill took the unprecedented step of refunding losing bets. It was a de facto admission that the fight between Isaac Dulgarian and Yadier Valle was, at best, deeply suspicious. Tonight, we're investigating what happened. The official result is that Yadier Valle defeated Isaac Dulgarian by rear naked choke at 3:41 of the first round. But the story begins hours before the first punch was thrown. During fight week, Dulgarian was a heavy favorite, sitting around -270. In the final hours before the fight, a massive, unusual volume of money poured in on his opponent, Valle. The lines moved dramatically, with Dulgarian closing as low as -135 in some places. The money wasn't just on Valle to win, it was highly specific. Prop bets for a Valle win in the first round moved from +850 all the way down to +475, triggering alarms at sportsbooks across the country.
An odd shift that severe is a blaring siren of insider information. But the odds are just numbers. The real evidence was in the performance itself. The UFC commentary team even called it. Dulgarian, a fighter with strong wrestling credentials who had never been submitted, was caught in a rear naked choke. His defense was non-existent. Instead of fighting the hands, the first and most fundamental rule of choke defense, he threw what UFC analyst Michael Krause correctly labeled useless strikes backward. Krause gave the performance an F, calling it absolute trash and saying Dulgarian fought like an amateur. He's right. This was not the defense of a UFC caliber athlete. It was the performance of someone who wanted out of the fight.
That performance becomes even more alarming when you add the context surrounding the fighter. Isaac Dulgarian has a documented professional association with James Krause, the disgraced ex-coach banned by the UFC for his role in the Derek Minner betting scandal of 2022. A scandal that also involved a suspicious first-round finish and abnormal betting lines. And just days before the fight, Dulgarian himself gave an interview where he stated fighters should get a percentage of bettors' winnings, showing the dynamic was clearly on his mind. But the most explosive piece of this story is an unconfirmed allegation from sources claiming that the abnormal line movement was so severe, the FBI notified the UFC hours before the event, giving the promotion an opportunity to pull the fight. The UFC chose to proceed.
And this is where the blame shifts from a single fighter to the entire system. Why would a professional athlete risk a federal prison sentence to throw a fight? Perhaps because the financial incentive is overwhelming. The UFC's pay structure often leaves non-star athletes in dire circumstances, as one report put it. When a fighter is making $12,000 to $24,000 for a bout that millions are being wagered on, the system itself creates the motive for corruption. The fact that the sportsbooks, not the promotion's internal integrity partners, were the ones to sound the alarm and take action is a complete failure of oversight.
In the aftermath, the MMA community erupted with accusations of a fixed fight, demanding an FBI investigation. To date, the UFC has issued no public statement on the odds, the refunds, or the alleged federal warning.
UFC CEO Dana White once said that any fighter caught fixing a fight would not only be cut, they would end up in, quote, fucking federal prison. That warning has never felt more relevant. The integrity of the sport is on trial.
The question for fans, fighters, and the promotion now is a difficult one. Was this the act of one bad actor? Or is this a symptom of a much larger rot born from the explosive collision of low fighter pay and a multi-billion-dollar gambling industry? The answer will define the future of the sport.